Okay, sorry. Are you clear? So product rule, so product rule first, you must remember is the product of two functions. So if I give you a function whereby it's more than two functions, you have to try to modify it to become two functions, okay? Okay, then you follow this formula. Yeah. So this is a formula created by a mathematician. You follow the formula. Then you do it step by step, you substitute in. So if you want to memorize the formula by saying differentiate the front times by the back plus differentiate the back times by the front, go ahead. Are you clear? You can straight away give the answer. But whenever you differentiate, you have to remember how to do and so on. Are you clear? Okay. Can or not? So we shall work out this question using product rule, and we compare to the way we did yesterday. Can you try to do this question using product rule? Do you get what I mean? So I have my y equal to x. I cannot use chain rule. The reason is because this one is a x and is not a number. So this is your u and this is your v. Okay, so apply product rule and see whether is it easier to simplify. Try. I will go around and check on you. So that is the reason why this question I don't choose product rule.
Teacher.
Yeah?
Teacher.
Yes.
Can you accept my friend's waiting request? He's in your waiting room.
What?
My friend is in the waiting room. Can you let him in?
Your friend is in the waiting room.
Yeah.
He's late now.
No, he came in like 5 minutes ago. Then he was still like he came in 5 minutes ago, but he was inside that room.
Oh, I'm busy discussing already. You only want to come in. Okay, never mind. Thank you for telling me. Okay, try to apply the yesterday question using product rule and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to do it step by step for you to see. Okay, so the u is equal to x. So the rate of change of x is equal to 1. Because what u equal to x is a straight line, the gradient of this straight line is 1, correct? So my v is 1 minus x to the power half. So as long as you have power fraction, correct? So you have to use chain rule. Yeah. Bring down, multiply by the power, copy down the whole thing, power take away 1. And time by the rate of change of 1 minus x. That is -1. Am I right? Right? Okay. So equal to. So I'm going to write this in a fraction form so that it's easier for me to simplify later on. So I will write it as -1 over 2 square root of 1 minus x. Okay. So my dy dx will be equal to v u prime plus u v prime. So in order to make this to one single fraction, every one of us must know that if I have a fraction like that, I want to make it to one single fraction, I just do like that. Am I right? Cross and put down the denominator there. So you memorize by heart. For the first one, you don't have the denominator, correct? The denominator is 1. So now it will be cross. You multiply, you have 2 square root times square root, no more square root. Okay. Are you clear? Why? So because it's a square, then square root, then it becomes the function itself. Okay. So here is plus. So this one times this will be x times -1. Right? Then divide. The denominator, one is 1, the other one is 2 square root of 1 minus x. So at the end, we get the answer like what we did yesterday. 2 minus 3x over 2 square root of 1 minus x, correct? So that is called product rule. Products of two functions. So whatever in the product rule, you have to make full use of your simple rule and your chain rule. Yeah. Okay. So are you clear? Products rule now? So this is a very important one. Okay. This is our last choice. So if it's a product of two functions. Now, can or not? Okay. So the next one. Got product, sure got quotient, correct? So when am I supposed to use quotient rule? Can I move? When am I supposed to use quotient rule? Okay, so we want to talk about quotient rule. Quotient in math means divide. When I say divide, I mean fraction. Is that any fraction? That means it's the fraction of two functions. Two functions, huh? Are you clear? So if I give you this, I say given y equal to e over ln x. Am I going to use quotient rule? Find the exact rate of change at x equal to -1. Can or not? Can or cannot? Can. Why? Inside long cannot be negative. You tell me like that again. Yes. Someone here. My black soldier. All wearing black. Do you realize that, all of you? Black soldiers. Okay, yeah. Why? Whenever I see this question, correct, I will say, therefore, no solution. Because yes, yes, because y equal to e over ln x is undefined at x equal to -1. Why I can say is undefined at x equal to -1? Why I can use this word undefined? If I don't want to use this, can I use another way of it? You better get the hang of this. S81 I sure will ask question like that. In 2 weeks' time. I keep repeating the same thing. How can? Yes, young man. If I don't want to use is undefined at x equal to -1, what other word I can use? I say no solution, lady, because so because x equal to -1 is not part of the domain. Apa ni? Those online, do you know what am I talking about? I can't even use 1, am I right? Am I right? Because ln 1 is 0, am I right? So I cannot say x must be greater than 0 and x cannot be 1. In this case, when I ask you to find the domain, I have to say x is a member or real number, x is greater than 0, and x cannot be 1. You see? Because it's a fraction. Because ln x is at the bottom. Ln x cannot be 0, so x cannot be 1. So there are two things about the domain. So please, you study that. I promise you, I will ask in your S81. So for this question will be like that. Okay, so now if I turn the question, okay, to be find the exact rate of change of y equal to e over ln x at x equal to 2. Okay, what rule must I use? What rule must you use? I haven't teach you quotient rule, definitely cannot be quotient rule. Chain rule, correct. Why you choose chain rule? Yeah. How about the top? The top, is it a function that involves x? No, the top is a number. So if the top is a constant, then we can use chain rule. Just now I teach quotient rule first in the other class. Then I give this question. The one of the students straight away shout quotient rule. I almost want to go there and give her a whack. Give him a whack. Correct. I told you already, if there is a chance to use a chain rule, please use. You have to observe if the up there is a number or down there is a number. I definitely will choose simple rule or chain rule. Are you clear? It doesn't mean that fraction, then you have to use quotient rule. No, that is not how you judge. Okay, so you use chain rule. Okay, faster. Try to use chain rule and get the answer. Bring down the, multiply by the power. Copy down the whole thing. Power, take away 1. Cannot stop. Have to continue. Chain effect. The rate of change of ln x is x 1. Correct? So, when x equal to 2, so my dy dx will be negative e over 2 ln 2 the whole thing squared. Done. Settled. That is called exact value. Yep. Can or not? Okay, good. So now let's go by quotient rule. Definitely, I won't use this example for quotient rule, okay? So let's have a look. So I told you that quotient rule is a fraction of 2 functions. Yep. Can I move? Can I go on? Okay. So that means the function will go like that. Fx equal to ln x divided by x. Okay, so this, the function on top, we call it u. The function at the bottom, you call it v. You cannot interchange, huh? Because quotient is not commutative. 1 divided by 2 is not the same as 2 divided by 1. Cannot interchange. Okay, so now, so the formula for f prime x, you have to follow this formula very strictly. Yeah, v u prime. You have to differentiate the top first times by the bottom. Take away. Take away also is not commutative, so you cannot interchange. So differentiate the bottom times by the top. The whole thing divided by bottom square. Are you okay? You can memorize like that. Okay. So first timer, you write down your u, that is ln x. You write down the v, which is x. Now you start to differentiate. Find the rate of change of u and rate of change of v. Then put everything into this formula. Are you clear? So in this case, if anyone want to turn this to product rule, you are asking for trouble. You will find it is harder to simplify. You understand? So it's up to you. So people created a quotient rule. There is a reason. Yes, young lady, faster. You do it by yourself. I'm giving you a chance to try. You got the answer already? So your answer should be ln x minus 1 divided by x squared. Ln x minus 1 minus ln x. Yeah, 1 minus ln x. 1 minus ln x divided by x squared. Yeah, thank you. You see, I do it the other way around. 1 minus ln x divided by x squared. Do you get that? Okay, so you differentiate ln x, you get x, 1 over x. You differentiate x, rate of change of x is 1. So we put in, do it this way. First, okay, so I have x times 1 over x. Take away ln x times 1 divided by x squared. So I get the answer. So I get 1 minus ln x over x squared. Are you okay? So whenever, whatever question I give to you, okay, so now I want to sum up the whole thing about your content of your SAT1. You know, I finished teaching already. So you have to practice. There are a lot of exercises. So next week I will go through all the exercises with you. Whatever question you cannot solve, I will help you to solve. I will discuss in class. It depends on how much you ask me. Okay? And so your content of SAT1, you can go to Times and have a look at it. Okay, for there will be one part whereby I may not ask. If you go to your SAT1 this weekend, if you are free, you have a look at your SAT1 first. Okay. So there is one part, Monday, I will touch on it. Yeah. So it will be mere differentiation, the first question. That means I will give you different function. I will test you on simple rule. I will test you on chain rule. I will test you on product rule. I will test you on quotient rule. That is the first question. Then for the second question, I will test you on how to get the domain of a given function. I won't give you a very complex function. Then I will test you on, do you know what is the meaning of dy dx? Yeah, it can mean the gradient. It can mean the rate of change. I can ask you at which point the rate of change is higher. At which point the gradient is steeper. That kind of things. So you have to look at the number and decide. Yeah, I will quote some example for you next week. Okay. Then I will come up with one question, definitely test you on first principle. If you look at the SAT1, then the last question, I will definitely talk about equation of tangent. So I will cover this on Monday. How to find the equation of tangent to a curve. I try not to mix everything first. So I will put one lesson on how to find the equation of tangent. Yeah? Can or not? Okay. So you please do all the practice. And for this SAT1, there is one part of chapter 2 that we are not going to include it in. Which part of it? Can you please take out your textbook and check which part? The last exercise of chapter 2. Second derivative can. Yes, trigonometry. Trigonometry. When will you be tested on trigonometry? That's what my August intake are going to take in 3 weeks' time. Yeah. Tell me how to find dy dx for this. Given y equal to x root x plus e to the power of x times 1 minus e to the power x. Find the rate of change at x equal to 2. So what rule to use? Huh? Huh? The first question you have to ask yourself, can this be simplified? Can I? Can I simplify this? Yes. Why should I trouble myself? Am I right? That's why simplicity is our thumb of rules. Am I right? People try to trick me. I know. I simplify. I differentiate. Power terms rule. Am I right? Exponential terms rule. Exponential terms rule. You must train yourself until you can be like Miss Do. Say something, write something. Say something else, write another thing. You see, I say exponential rule. You see how my mind works? Yeah. So now I can substitute x equal to 2. I say when x equal to 2, okay, my dy dx will be equal to 3 over 2 root 2 plus e squared minus 2e to the power of 4. Done. Settle. Don't let the question trick you. If the question right is as a product or quotient, understand. Let me trick you with another question. Are you okay? Huh? Okay or not? Okay, good. Last one, then you can go back. You want a difficult one or an easy one? Difficult. Sure. Sure. Okay. Given y equal to ln 5 minus x squared divided by x. Plus x squared ex squared. Okay, ex squared. Huh? Okay, find the exact gradient at x equal to 2. Okay. Cannot at x equal to 2, cannot? I should say find the domain first, and find it at x equal to 2. Okay, never mind, at x equal to 2. You have to know what should you do with the ln. You cannot just straight away differentiate the ln. You have to do something to the ln. Still remember I say, when you see ln, A over B, you have to write as ln A minus ln B first. So you see how organized must you with your brain. So it's not how many questions you do. When you come to higher level, is you have to keep telling yourself, if I see this, what must I do?
Teacher.
Got it?
Teacher.
Okay.
Teacher.
Got the answer already? Huh? Someone call me. Who call me? Hello?
Oh, me.
Yes?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Soft.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I make my okay. Yes?
Can you hear me now?
I cannot increase. Can you all hear? Very soft, correct? I can't hear you.
Never mind.
Can you hear? I can't hear. I really can't hear you. Can you type? Okay, you will ask on Monday. Okay, thank you. Okay, so can I give the answer? Okay, first of all, I have to change the ln first to become like that. Y equal to ln 5 minus x the whole thing squared, take away ln x plus ex squared. So this will be 2 times of ln 5 minus x, take away ln x plus ex squared. Now I'm ready to find the rate of change, yeah, or the gradient function. So I have my dy dx equal to 2 5 minus x. No calculator, please. SAT 1, no calculator. Negative 1 on top, am I right? Minus x plus, okay, e is a constant. So will be multiplied by the power take away 1. Am I right? So now I say when x equal to 2, my gradient, so you see now I don't write dy dx, will be equal to negative 2 over 5 minus 2, take away 1 over 2 plus 2e times 2. So this will be negative 2 over 3 minus half plus 4e. So this will be 4e. You just cross, take away. Bottom you put 6. Yeah. So negative 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 3, 7. So it's negative 7 over 6. So this is the exact value. Are you clear? Okay, so I have the right. This simple calculation you should know how to calculate. So in the exam, can I come up with a question like that? The answer is a yes. So things is like that. Every lesson you learn up whatever you need to learn, you practice it in your mind. So anytime I give you the question, you should know how to do it. So you don't have to specially say, oh, I have to study for my SAT. Am I right? So don't feel so stressed up with your SAT. Are you clear? Okay, so thank you. So Monday, I will teach you, during lecture, I will teach you another concept called find the equation of tangent. Actually, we get into our chapter 3 already, a bit of our chapter 3. Yes?
This is a plus.